Unlike Harris, who said that he has a vivid recollection of his last visit here, I'm ashamed to say that having lived in Birmingham for close on 25 years, I've never been to this place other than a couple of weeks ago. My preference for theatre takes the form of 11 gladiators against 11 gladiators. So my idea of theatre is a very different place. So I'm very privileged for cultural reasons to strengthen my own awareness of the very strong arts and culture we have in this country. A very warm welcome to those of you who are new to Birmingham, visiting us for the first time, or perhaps on a few occasions you've been here. This is a great city, and it's a great city because in some ways it is a sort of microcosm of the changing order that Harris talked about in relation to the world. I'm going to use the analogy of journeys a number of times in my presentation, and I always think that it's quite important to understand why is it that I'm standing here today. And I'm standing here today as a result of thanks and gratitude I need to extend to a lot of people. I'm merely the figurehead of an organisation, but that organisation is represented. We've got a very strong staff base. We've got great commitment from our residents, and we've got a very, very strong board. But I'm joined on the panel by two people in particular who I think also have been very much part of the Ashram journey. And that Ashram journey today it's been quite an incredible year for the organisation. In the current year, we've been very, very privileged to have won the Housing Corporation's Gold Award. We've also won, at the UK Housing Awards, the award for Most Outstanding Achievement in Social Housing in England. And we've won the NHS Award for our work in community and mental health. So it's incredibly exciting and tremendous year, and that reflects well on the organisation. Just briefly, 6 years ago, it wasn't the case. This organisation wasn't in the place where it is today, and Harris assisted us during the early stages of Housing Corporation supervision, and played an important role in an important piece of consultancy that led the board to have a rethink about its future at the time. Unfortunately, that didn't avert Housing Corporation supervision, but during that period of supervision for about 18 months, Peter was the chairman of the Housing Corporation, and the history of not just BME associations, but some others, have led some of those organisations to go to the wall. But Peter and the Housing Corporation, and there are colleagues here from the Housing Corporation who will know the history of Ashram during that period, importantly, they stuck by us. And very much like a number of my staff who stuck by us, our residents, our stakeholders and partners is the reason why Ashram enjoys the acclaim that it does today. What I'm going to talk about, therefore, is not so much about the work that Ashram is doing on the ground. I'm going to leave that to the workshops this afternoon. But I'm going to talk about the reason why I think Ashram has won the Gold Award, and that is down to the transformation of the organisation. We call it organisational shift.